Here I have a video that comes out from Tez Truth 81, and he says, breaking, a foreigner. Now hang on here now, Tez. You got to think about it like this, okay? You got to think about this in media terms. They're gonna claim that this is a Monaghan man, a mentally unwell Monaghan man, or a Monaghan man crying out for help. This is usually the rhetoric of the media, okay? So we're not going to be. I'm just pointing out what the media will do and what they do. You know, every time you see something that says Cork man, or, you know, loud woman, or Galway woman, and then you look into the article and you see that they've names that would probably levitate furniture around you, you know? They don't have your quintessential Irish names, let's put it that way. And the media are liking to claim them as being from specific parts of Ireland, so that's why we make those jokes, that's why we point these things out, because a lot more people are starting to notice that that's happening, and it's happening far too often in our beautiful little country. So as you can see here, a foreigner is threatening residents with a large knife on Carrickmacross Main Street, Monaghan. So what is going on here? Well, clearly we have this upstanding citizen. This maybe he's a practicer of butchery. Perhaps maybe he is our new engineer or our doctor. Maybe he's a surgeon. That could be what it would be. He could be a surgeon that he's just going out and showing his skills, saying, hey guys, look at me here now with this big thing. I work with scalpels, I do. I can go into hospitals, it's not a bother there, and I'll sort things out there. Perhaps maybe even an engineer. He's going to be an architect of the future. Maybe he could even be an astronaut. Who knows? But this is what we're being treated to here in our country. So as I keep saying, and I've said regularly throughout my time here on YouTube, we have enough problems of our own, and we have enough people up to no good of our own in this country without importing more. And this is when people talk about, for example, the vetting of individuals. I just want you to be clear about this. The vetting of individuals is very important, but also immigration is a huge issue in this country, and it's both legal and illegal. So you can be an illegal immigrant here putting strain on the system, but there are lots of people, and quite frankly, more of them, that have come here legally that are causing way more chaos. And when I say way more chaos, I'm talking about the housing situation. They are causing an issue there. They are causing an issue in the health service by taking up spaces. They are also causing issues for school places, so they're taking up spaces there where people can't find them. You're regularly seeing Irish parents in the media saying that they can't find a school place for their children, both children in general and children with special needs. Well, that's because a lot of these places have been taken up, like, for example, in your local doctors, where you can't see your doctor for about a week and a half. It has been found out that doctors have to now bring in translators, or those translators are being granted to them to make it applicable for people coming to this country to go to them and be able to speak to them, which is taking up far more time for the GPs than they would have had to do beforehand. And your referral becomes slower. You're lower down on the list. And that's not even talking about the people that have jumped ahead of you. And then, of course, then we get treated to the, you know, neurosurgeons like this guy that have come here to this country and are brandishing these types of things. Now, in all seriousness, people like this, for example, for whatever he's up to here, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, out, go, leave the country, get him removed now. Because if he is comfortable to do this in a main street, in a public place, what is he going to be doing behind closed doors? That's my view of the whole thing. That's my opinion. And as you can see here with the driver in the car there, the driver in the car is quite clearly white. And you've got this guy here that looks not like he's from Monaghan, I will say, running around causing issue. This is why people are sick of it. This is why people are fed up of it. They're fed up of the replacement of the Irish people, but they're fed up of being treated like this here in our country. And then at the same time then, you've got leftist traitors and traitors in general that are calling you a racist for noticing incidents like this. You know, these same people have no interest in what happens to Aisling Murphy. They want to keep that one really quiet. They want to keep what happened to the two guys across there in the west of Ireland who are no longer with us, Snee and Moffat. They want to keep them quiet. They don't want to talk about them at all. They don't want to talk about what happens to the children in Parnell Street. They don't want to give you any sort of details on the attacker there. Nothing at all. Instead, it's, oh, Gardaí are surveilling the far right they are. Stupid stuff. And if the Gardaí are indeed doing things like that instead of surveilling people like this, you then have a very large problem, which we do in this country. So there you go. That's what's happening in Monaghan. Monaghan man. Monaghan butcher. Monaghan neurosurgeon is walking around town showing off his Halloween costume that's to be debuted in October of 2025. That must be, maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe he's saying that he's going to be a Jason Voorhees tribute actor, maybe even Scream. Maybe that's what he's doing. He might have forgotten the mask and he might have forgotten the black gown. Somehow I don't think that that's the case there. I think that this is just a bad individual. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and talk to you later. Good luck.